Sports fans, are you ready for two Passover stories? Not quite two stories. I have some thoughts about the day yesterday in Yardley, the Passover Seder. And the Beatles thing, I thought it was is an interesting twist, but my thought is that I think they sort of stretched the lyrics to complete the full song. And I think what would work best, instead of trying to do the whole song, I think they watered down the content by trying to fill out the song. I think you do like two verses and a chorus, you get the gist of the song, and move to the next one. I think that would work. The issue is that the first song was like a hit, and after that, ideally you want to build up so that you end on a high note. I think we started here and anyway, that's not what I wanted to say. I was going to write Shelley a thank you note, but I said, why not just make a video of the big day? And I have a couple of shout outs to make for the day. Now, thank you to Matthew for showing. Thank you for Randy for calling in. And thank you for Gene being there. Of course, when we were kids, it was us, we had the adults, and then we had Graham and Grandpa. It was nice having, the older folks there, the people. And that's just what I remembered. And being there on Saturday, having Gene there, it just sort of felt right. I've got a couple of major shout outs, but before we get to those, a couple of the mini turbo shout outs. And the first goes to brother Mark. Mark, who sacrificed his fingers to play the guitar and also brought the camera so we have the pictures. Thank you to Mark. The second mini turbo shout out goes to Carol. Carol was responsible for the pot roast. You want to have a Seder and no pot roast? No, you kind of have to, you need the pot roast, and Carol brought the pot roast. Thank you. A mini turbo shout out for the Brom girls who did the heavy lifting when it came to the Hebrew. I don't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, let alone in a Hebrew school and the Baruch Atah, I forget. Shout out to the Brom girls. And another shout out, the last of these shout outs goes to, it's sort of the big one, the one I saved for last, goes to Brother Dan, the man with a plan who lent a hand in the kitchen. The Broms are really good hosts, and a lot of the hosting goes on behind the scenes. You don't see to keep things moving. And regardless of when you're watching this video, what day or what time, I can almost guarantee you, right now, Dan is in the kitchen. He's still doing dishes from Saturday. Those are the mini turbo shout outs. And now we have the two big shout outs. And the first one, if you're going to do something like the Beatles song, the Beatle prayers, which I guess has just been done once before, this is my first one, you sort of need a leader, someone who sort of takes charge and kind of gets you into them. And then once you're in, sort of is the guiding voice, the guiding light, the guiding spirit. And that was Amy. Amy, let's face it, whatever grade you would give us, doing the thing, without Amy, we were, significantly below. So big shout out to Amy for being the leader, the guiding spirit behind all the Beatles prayers. And then the last shout out goes to, she cooked for 3 days, and the meal was, the meal was pretty good. Shelley, something like a Passover. I think the food really is incidental. You go up there for the family, you go up there for the fellowship, for the togetherness, and really you can have a Passover. And if the food is bad, I'm not talking poisonous bad. The food is okay. If it's so bad, you can make a joke about it. But the food is you could have a great time even if the meal isn't good. Shelley has raised the bar so high with this meal on, and again, this is just me talking, but I think I may be speaking for others. Shelley has raised the bar so high on this meal that subsequent Passovers may be as good, but they will not exceed. I think Shelley has channeled the cooking of Linda, of Mom, and Graham. And this meal was a wowzer. Okay, so this is my thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank the Broms for really putting on a great show, a great hosting. Now, to pay my respects, I've prepared a little something, and I'm just waiting for Gilligan. Gilligan says the thing is ready, so let's roll it. Actually, I was going to do this part outside, but the sun finally came out, but it's windy, so I can't do it outside. In the spirit of yesterday's Seder, the Beatles inspired. By the way, with the Beatles, with McCartney, Band on the Run. I mean, for that matter, you can include a little George Harrison with the Traveling Wilburys, or the song that this is by the way, the song that made me think of, you could do a Bruce one, right? Because he does "Mary, Don't You Weep No More." Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you? That's neither here nor there. We were doing the tribute. Did Gilligan throw it? This is the entertainment portion of the show, and it goes a little something like this: Passover. This is all, by the way, inspired by an incident that happened Saturday. True story. A little something like this: Passover. At the Brombergs up in Yardley Town, there was a Beatles Seder going down. So I drove up to Yardley Town. Then suddenly, Danny hid the matzah straight away. Such a great place, it was there to stay. 'Cause no one looked for it yesterday. We paused singing Beatles songs. We took a break. The matzah was not ever found, for goodness sakes, till yesterday. Carol chose a blanket. What was there? She found the matzah in dramatic flair. It had been there since the Seder prayer. Passover. At the Brombergs up in Yardley Town, there was a Beatles Seder going down. So I drove up to Yardley Town. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time right here on the YouTube.
Hosianu, Hosianu, mi Mitzrayim, Hosianu, mi Mitzrayim, Dayenu, 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 Dayenu.
Alexander and the Sophisticados, ladies and gentlemen.
Ta-ta for now.